How's it going, everybody? My name is Coaster Krieger, and welcome back to a new video. Today marks day 2 of SpringCon and the second day at Busch Gardens. We are here early for ERT on the Big Bad Wolf and on Dark Coaster. I think this is a perfect spot to do it, right over the on the bridge heading from Oktoberfest to Italy, because I mean, since we are going to ride the Big Bad Wolf, the Wolf's Revenge, might as well do it. My intro in the original spot of the Big Bad Wolf. But yeah, we have ERT on those two coasters, and we have breakfast too, and a presentation a little bit later. We will be going to King's Dominion later on today, so that'll be my first time on Rapterra and my first visit of the year to King's Dominion. So without further ado, let's go in and start riding stuff. Alright, so we just got our ERT ride on the Big Bad Wolf, the Wolf's Revenge. Now, I did this yesterday for the media event, so I already gave my thoughts, but this was your first time on it, so what did you think?
Pretty good.
It's a good fit for this park, isn't it?
Yeah, that's a really solid family coaster, not too intense. And it has like really, I love the presentation of it. Like, you know, the bells, the onboard audio, the theming throughout the ride. They did a really great job with it.
Yeah, I really wish they were ringing the bell in me. Just like that.
And they did.
Yep. It's a good touch, but it's definitely a much better space than what used to be here many years ago.
So.
But I did forget to mention this yesterday, but the station for the Big Bad Wolf is actually the original station for Drachen. Fun fact. Now, what did you guys think of the Big Bad Wolf?
Dude, I love the beer turn. The beer turn was absolutely fantastic.
The beer hill
was so
the
good.
beer hill.
Yeah. I like the little city too, the little town. The town was cool too.
Yeah.
I looked over, I went, beer, and the guy next to me just laughed. I heard one of you yell it from behind me.
Yeah. I also, the onboard audio set the mood.
Oh,
I love onboard
so
audio,
cool.
and that was really cool. That was like an extra little cherry on top.
Yeah. I also really like the Easter eggs to the old Big Bad Wolf and to Drachen too.
What was one for Drachen?
I think there was
one
like
of the buildings you like fly over.
I whipped by them so quick, I wasn't really paying attention.
But overall, I do recommend riding the Big Bad Wolf, the Wolf's Revenge, if you come to Busch Gardens this year.
Trap at the end you guys have been on. You know, you barely missed a trap, and you go off and you celebrate with the rest of the villagers. I'm not sure why it sounded cool. And as you fly around the village, and there's beer on the table, which is awesome, because it's from the warehouse and from the fest house, and it's Oktoberfest. They're trying to celebrate Oktoberfest, but you scared them all away.
All right, so we just had breakfast after ERT, and we decided to rope drop Dark Coaster because I did not do this yesterday. And wait, did you ride this yesterday?
Not yesterday. No. I was in line, but it was too long.
Okay, yeah. So neither one of us we haven't done this yet during this trip, and well, if you know Dark Coaster, you would know that this is something that you're probably gonna want to rope drop as soon as you get to Busch Gardens. So, but I like this ride. I know it's kind of gets mixed reviews, but I think it's really fun.
Do you have what it takes to brave the storm? Let's find out. You've escaped. This time. Do you have what it takes to brave the storm? Let's find out.
Ladies and gentlemen, in upper school line, please take a big step back behind the yellow line below your seat. Please now push forward or get into this. Thank you.
You've escaped. This time. Once the snowmobile comes to a complete stop, please lift up in your safety restraint and exit carefully to your left, taking all your personal belongings left in its wheels. Thank you for riding our coaster, and enjoy the rest of your day at Busch Gardens. Do you have what it takes to brave the storm? Let's find out. You've escaped. This time. Once the snow comes to a complete stop.
Dark coaster. What an interesting coaster. I really like it, but it is very weird. Yeah, the capacity kind of sucks. Only 10 people per train, so that's not very ideal, but it is fun though. It is definitely a unique indoor roller coaster for families. But please make sure to rope drop this when you come to Busch Gardens. It's going to make a huge difference to you being able to ride this. It's already advertised at a 45-minute wait. I don't know if it's actually that long, but it was getting pretty long once after we came here. So, but yeah, it's just, I won't spoil anything if you don't know anything about it. But it is very it is a very unique family launch coaster. That coaster keeps going up in my ranks every single time I ride it.
Same for me.
It is so good. Honestly, I have a hot take, but I would say that's my current favorite B&M invert coaster.
It's not my favorite, but it's in like the upper half.
Yeah. I mean, I haven't ridden Monty yet, so hopefully I get to do that within the next year or so. But as of right now, Alpengeist, where it stands, is currently my favorite B&M invert. It gets better each time I ride it. Alright, so after our ride on Alpengeist, we are meeting outside the Fest House here in Oktoberfest with a bunch of other people because we are getting a behind-the-scenes tour of Monster Manor, which is one of their Hallowscream haunts during Halloween. And I have never been here during Hallowscream, so I don't know. Yeah, I don't know anything about these haunts, so I'm really interested to see what this is about, and I guess technically do my first haunt at Busch Gardens, but this should be a lot of fun. There should be some cool stuff inside.
This particular hallway is literally big swallowed down the road with especially on the really busy nights when there's 12,000 people. I think the biggest night part
Put wrong on it.
but like during Halloween, they actually have an actor right there. Sometimes the actor would be behind the curtain on purpose because people get nosy and all of a sudden right into a scare actor.
And then somebody pop out their Facebook crap.
Gotta have somebody check on the master in the corner.
Yeah. Oh, and the ceiling too?
For you, cycle them out. Well, it depends on the haunt itself. Yeah. What's really funny about this is they actually have clowns in here, and they want you to play the games with the pride. I'm in costume, but I still have a ring. It's blended in.
This is when you get it.
Twin vases with less than that. If anyone was here for Witch of the Woods, which was back where the Big Bad Wolf is now, 14 people. And hey, it was a great night. I mean, people were having a great time. So strategically placed scares go a long way, but we also want there to be, like I said, a scare, and then no more than a minute before the next scare, right? We want there to be a pulse with that.
All right, so we just did the haunt tour, which I'm a little bit confused because the schedule said that the name of the haunt was Monster Banner, but
Clown Town, which is still amazing.
Yeah, but it was cool, interesting. Definitely a long maze too.
Yeah.
I really want to check out Halloween Hallowscream one of these days because I've heard fantastic things about it. But you've been to Hallowscream, so how is it?
Well, I went a few times as a kid, and I avoid like all the haunt stuff. But I went a few years ago, but we didn't do any of the mazes because the lines were too long. But we were able to do the houses, or the scare zones, and the scare zones were really well done. Yeah. Especially the one over by San Marco and the Garden of Adventure. That one was really good.
Yeah. But yeah, I enjoyed the tour, and definitely some interesting stuff in there. A lot of cool Halloween props. Alright, so while we're here, we might as well take a quick ride on Pantheon. Well, I say quick, but I don't really know. I was told that the wait for it was a little bit long earlier, but I don't know, we'll see. I would like to get at least one ride on it today before we leave for King's Dominion though, so glad we're doing this while we can.
Please go to the far side to make room for all of our passengers. If you have small children in your party, for their safety, please place them toward the center of the car seat and not on the outside edges.
400-foot Rhine River Trestle, traveling 90 feet above the water. This structure is one of the two long-span trestles found along the Rhine Railway system. Did you know you can celebrate Oktoberfest year-round at Busch Gardens? Grab a pretzel and beer at House Fest House. Test your skills with some games. Bavarian Beer Garden. Journey deep into the Black Forest on Vervolten, a multi-launched indoor and outdoor coaster with a daring 88-foot plunge towards the Rhine River that will leave you breathless. Our incredible inverted coaster. After climbing to a 195-foot outline high, riders are hurtled through 6 staggering inversions at speeds up to 67 miles per hour. Then exit to your right and right-hand side only. If you would like to continue on to the Queenside station in Costa Italia, please remain on board and slide all the way to your left to allow. Thank you for riding. Have an excellent day here.
Sit back and enjoy your adventure on Invader.
We just rode Invader. It's getting kind of rough.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
Especially for its age, it's just like this ride's only not 8 years old.
Not even.
It's already feeling like really rough. And compared to like Mystic Timbers or even Texas Stingray, this is very rough.
And like we were just saying that Mystic Timbers, like this and Mystic both opened the same year, and Texas Stingray is not that much older either. So I don't understand. It's like even the first turn, like after the lift hill, that was kind of jackhammer.
Yeah.
So hopefully Busch Gardens gives us a just a nice retrack that it needs, because it's still a nice family coaster. It's just it's starting to show its age really fast.
Yeah, I should catch it. Because most of the time, once they catch it, they don't even eat it. They just play with it.
Well, unfortunately, all good things must come to an end. That's gonna wrap up our time here at Busch Gardens. Really fantastic for my first ACE event period at Busch Gardens, and I would just like to thank Busch Gardens and ACE for everything from the ERT sessions to the free ticket for the Food and Wine Festival. It was a really good time, and this is by far one of my favorite theme parks of all time, and definitely, in my opinion, the most beautiful theme park that I've been to. But how was your time at Busch Gardens?
I had a really great time. I mean, I also spent an extra day here just before SpringCon because I came down early. So I got to pretty much do everything I wanted to do. But then also just explore the park, experience food and wine, the 50th birthday celebrations, the stuff with SpringCon, Big Bad Wolf. All of it was just a great time. And this is the most I've ever spent at Busch Gardens for like a single trip. And I had an absolute blast here.
Yeah, me too. And of course, I can't go without saying the Big Bad Wolf. I was so thankful to have attended the Media Day event yesterday, and it's a very nice, well-fitted addition for this park. A great predecessor to the original coaster. But Michael, I don't think we're done here.
No, I think there's a second half of this event.
Maybe? Would you do the honors?
Sure. Ta-da!
How did we get here?
Disney magic.
Snapping magic.
Six Flags magic, I guess, at this point.
Yeah, literally. We're at King's Dominion now for part 2 of SpringCon. It's great to be back in this park after a year of not visiting.
Yeah, well, it's only been a year since I've actually been in the park that it's fully open, but this is my first time here at King's Dominion this year. I was at a winter event where we were just kind of like a behind-the-scenes tour of the park. But then I was also here for the media day of Rapterra, but only Rapterra was open, so it's good to get back on all the other rides.
You know what's not open though?
Pantherian.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh,
well. So Pantherian or Intimidator 3 or 5, whatever you want to call it now, it will not be open during our visits here, but we're still gonna go check it out later though. Yeah. But as you mentioned, like we got here Rapterra, so we will be riding Rapterra tonight as part of our ERT. I can't wait to try that out. The new B&M launch wing coaster that they have here, and now we got here kind of late. It's we have only about 3 hours of the actual park being open until ERT, but we're still gonna have a good time. Yeah. Right? But let's go have fun. I love this park, and it's always a great time here.
Yeah.
So we decided we're gonna start off the evening with a ride on Grizzly. Now this is also, much like Busch Gardens, this is also King's Dominion's 50th anniversary. So, and how many rides would you say are an opening day ride here?
Honestly, I was doing the research a while ago, and I definitely think this park has a bit more 50th opening day rides that are still around. Like I'm pretty sure Shenandoah Logging Company is still an opening day ride. The antique cars over there, and even the Flyers right over here are also opening day rides. Plus, like Rebel Yell and Woodstock are all opening day rides.
Yeah, I think you're right about that.
I mean, heck, Woodstock is actually older than every other ride in the park. It opened a year early.
Yeah. And to celebrate the 50th anniversary, as I mentioned, there's a brand new B&M Wing Coaster that we are going to ride tonight. I'm very much looking forward to that. But I would like to try to get some footage of it while it's still light out, though.
Yeah, we can head over there.
Yeah. Grizzly is still running really good.
Yeah.
After that retrack that it received. Yeah, I like that guy. But yeah, it's compared to old Grizzly, because I did ride old Grizzly back in the day.
Oh, yeah.
It is so much better than what it used to be.
Yeah.
Except the last part.
Yeah, I'm not sure how much, if they did any more gravity group retrack over the past off season, but I think all that's really left is that last little airtime hill for the brakes. But other than that, it's running great.
It seems like they keep doing more, like a little bit more and more each season.
Yeah.
Which is good, because it's actually like pretty solid now. I can actually enjoy Grizzly.
Yeah.
Time for Twisted Timbers, and this is honestly, I think, between my between the RMCs I've been on, I think I always go in between this and Wildcats Revenge, but I can never decide based on how many rides I have on between the two of them. But this is a fantastic coaster, and well, we have ERT on it tomorrow, but it's right next to Grizzly, so we were tempted to get a ride on this tonight. That is seriously such a great ride. I cannot get enough of it.
Yeah.
It is, after you ride it once, you get addicted to it, pretty much. The fact that we're having ERT on this tomorrow morning is just, oh, that's going to be good.
Yeah, I'm really excited for that.
But man, those lockers, I mean, they kind of suck.
I'm fine with them. You know, I'd rather have the lockers in the middle of the queue instead of like, you know, how El Toro used to be, or how this used to be for a little while, where it would just be, you have to put everything in a locker outside the line.
Yeah, well, it's not even just that. It's just like, you know, outside like the enthusiasts, like it's confusing for a lot of people.
Yeah,
so.
I feel like, you know, they learn it as they go on throughout the day. So
yeah, but I would rather have you know, no loose articles, like permitted at all. So. But so yeah, I don't mind them. They're just kind of frustrating.
Wonderful music, fellas. Just wonderful. How about we change it up a bit and sing one of your favorite songs next? Oh, that's a pretty good idea, Phoebe.
Don't know what's coming tomorrow. Maybe it's trouble and sorrow, but we'll travel the road and we'll be sharing the load. Round in the city of stars, well, we've got kings. Well, you know, I reckon you'll like it if you should strike it that. Carry me back to old Virginia, back to my swamp here in Candy Apple Grove. That's where the birds warble sweet in springtime. That's where this old froggy's heart does long to go. Take it, boys. Here in Virginia, moral sitting right here. We got a room with a view. That's where the James and Potomac rivers flow, and that's where the birds warble sweet in springtime. That's where this old
Here in Jungle Expedition, we finally got Volcano's replacement for the 50th anniversary. This is Rapterra, the brand new B&M Launch Wing Coaster. I'm not going to ride it quite yet because ERT on it starts in 13 minutes. I just wanted to make sure that I got here early enough to, you know, beat the crowd of other racers. So I'm going to wait here and just wait for ERT to start. But I am really looking forward to riding this thing because it looks awesome and I've heard great things about this. So while I'm here, I'm going to try to take a quick ride on Tumbili since, I don't know, it doesn't look like much of a line, so, well, I'll go check. I'll decide for myself if I want to wait for this, but we'll see. All right, it's ERT time. Time to get my almost time to get my first ride on Rapterra. Michael, you were here for the media day, right?
Yeah, so I can actually tell you, if you look over here on your right, over here you'll actually find some Easter eggs about the previous attraction. So Smurfs, Lost World, things like that.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to this. This will be my third B&M Wing Coaster after Wild Eagle and Gatekeeper. So if the rumor is true, this cradle right here apparently used to be the center foundation of Volcano the Blast Coaster. I believe it. I mean, I think, because this is, this used to be right around the spot where Volcano used to exit the first launch as it was going towards Flight of Fear. But I also really like this theming, like this.
I mean, I'm not sure if this is like where the actual like center of Volcano was. I'd believe it. I'd probably just have to like have someone like go on Google Maps and figure out coordinates.
But it's definitely where the mountain was.
I mean, you can also see there's some over there. Then right there is a old support from Volcano.
Oh yeah, right there. Yeah. But I also really like the theming, like this temple theming right here, and just the overall look of the ride looks very presentable.
I just like how you're in the middle of the ride area, you can just see it going by.
Yeah.
I'm also glad one thing they've changed since I was here for Media Day is they've added canopies. Before there was no canopies, and it would have been like brutal standing here in the sun. So
so they just added these?
At least within the past month or so.
Okay, nice. Well, I'm looking forward to Rapterra. Are you?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to getting back on it. I saw it was running really good. It was running really fast earlier, so I'm looking to get back on it.
Got my first ride ever on Rapterra. Man, that B&M Wing Coaster packs a punch. Kings Dominion has a winner on their hands. It is bouncy. I'll give it that. I will say that. Like a lot of people have been complaining about that. I don't really think it bothers me, but it is kind of noticeable. But still, this is a really great addition to the park. It's the launch really packs a punch, and yeah, this is overall this was one of my most anticipated new credits of this year, and I'm just happy that I got to ride it during this ERT session. What do you think, Michael?
So I've been on this a few times already because I was here for the media event, and it's done even better tonight. Much faster. They have they now have audio on the launch. I think that might have just been turned off the day I was here before, just not like interfere with microphones. But yeah, it's a really great ride. It's easily like the third best in the park behind Twit Timbers and Pantherian.
Absolutely. I do really miss Volcano. I think that was the better ride overall, but this is a great replacement.
Like, don't hate on this ride because it's not Volcano, because nothing would ever be that in your mind. And it does like a good job still like filling the gap of being like an intense launch coaster.
This is a long-awaited replacement that Kings Dominion really needed, and I'm just happy they finally got it. So, but might try to do that again later on.
Yeah, I think we'll try to do one more.
You know, if I had a nickel for every time I got an evac off of a launch coaster during SpringCon in 2025, I would have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's weird that it happened twice. So we just got an evac off of Backlot Stunt Coaster.
Yep.
It barely made it over the helix during the ride. Like,
I'm pretty sure what happened was, I kind of overheard of it, thought there was a train on the launch track because it's a ghost train rolled back.
So
I just think it's funny that I got 2 evacs both during the same trip.
yeah,
But in terms of the ride itself, it was still fun. I mean,
so
none of the effects work anymore, but still fun. I seriously cannot believe that I had 2 evacs during this trip, but this ERT session is going well though, otherwise. We got 2 more rides and last ride of the night on Rapterra. Why is it so bumpy in the back seat?
I don't know. I think it could be a couple things. It might have been that train. It could have been the fact we were in the back. It could also be, so that last ride, it was basically just us and one other person on it, and they were kind of way in front of us. So there was nobody on the opposite side from us. That I could see maybe being an issue with wing coasters. If you have 2 people on one side and nobody on the opposite, it could be a bit more bumpy.
Yeah.
If I had the time and control, I would probably want to do some experiments with that.
Well, let's go do today from Busch Gardens to Kings Dominion. Great day, great ACE event. I would really like to thank Busch Gardens and Kings Dominion for a really good day. And you know, I had fun, you know, getting ERT on the Big Bad Wolf and getting to say my final goodbyes to Busch Gardens for now. Kings Dominion is great as always too. I really enjoyed Rapterra, and the rest of the ERT session too was really good. But what did you think of today?
I enjoyed it. It was I kind of gave my thoughts on Busch Gardens earlier, but as for Kings Dominion, it was fun just to come here for a little bit, get on Timbers and Rapterra, and have a interesting experience on backlot.
Yeah, definitely interesting. But today was more of the appetizer for the Kings Dominion part of the trip because we have a full day tomorrow, including morning ERT on Twisted Timbers, so that should be good. Thank you guys for watching the video. If you would like to see more, make sure to subscribe, like, and comment, and share. You can also follow me on social media. I have Instagram and Facebook and TikTok, so please go ahead and follow me on there. But until then, I am Coaster Krieger.
This is Diamond Coasters.
Yep. All right, see you guys later. Hey guys, thank you for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed. Please leave a like and a comment down below. If you'd like to see more content on my channel, make sure to subscribe. You can also follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok by following the links in the description. Thank you again, and I'll see you next time.